Good, happy Thursday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Talk Show. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday evening, and hopefully you all had a good day. I had a good day, and I'm having a great Thursday evening. And hopefully you are as well. We have a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about this evening, so let's get started and dive into the first thing we're going to talk about. Our first thing we're going to talk about and share is coastal areas prepare for a storm that could bring up to serious flooding. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Jennifer Crompton. Bum.
A lot of benefits for the North Country, the jobs, the tax base, the infrastructure. The upgrade to the Coas Loop is, people just do not understand how big this is.
It's hard to imagine on such a beautiful day how drastically different tomorrow could look, but the coast from Portsmouth south is planning for it. The high moon tide is back just in time to coincide with another powerful nor'easter. Historic flooding from a January 4th storm that hit at an extra high tide, fresh on the minds of many.
I can't stop the water. I can just raise everything up off the floor and you just hope for the best.
Coastal authorities have already connected with Homeland Security. The January 4th storm caused unprecedented flooding at Hampton Beach, including on streets that hadn't flooded before. They expect this storm's impact to be different.
We're not going to see the same snow event with this storm, so we don't anticipate that the water will stay in the same areas. It's going to be a little bit more generalized.
Road closures are expected, especially in flood-prone areas. The seawall at Bass Beach on Route 1A in Rye is already weakened by winter wear. Officials hoping it can withstand 3 tide cycles in the 36-hour event.
The chances are, as they weaken with each tide, the state DOT and the town crews are going to have to push whatever debris comes off back up.
Officials are asking the curious to stay away. Many of the floodwater rescues in the January storm involved people who'd come to watch.
Just pay attention to the signs. We're trying to get the word out as much as we can. If you don't have a need to be down here, please don't come down.
Residents who live in flood-prone areas here in Hampton can park their vehicles at lots on High Street and at schools in town. Now, not everyone is concerned about this. There was activity going on at the Seacrest restaurant today. They weren't prepping for the storm, but rather to open in 3 weeks. We're live at Hampton Beach. Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let us know, are you ready for the storm to hit? Comment below and let us know. We want to hear from you. Major nor'easter bringing rain, wind, snow to begin overnight. Let's take a listen to the video.
A lot of benefits for the North Country, the jobs, the tax base, the infrastructure. The upgrade to the Coas Loop is, people just do not understand how big this is.
It is another beautiful afternoon out there with some lingering clouds up north, otherwise sunshine and temperatures back into the 50s with a light breeze out of the north and west this afternoon, but clouds increasing later tonight as a large coastal storm will be continuing to intensify just to our south sometime tomorrow morning and through the afternoon. And that's going to spread not only precipitation into the area in various forms, but also wind, which we are expecting some gusts over 40 to 50 miles an hour. So let's walk through it. You'll notice through the afternoon, fair skies, evening commute should be just fine. And then we get after midnight tonight, and that starts to open the door to southern areas of the state seeing precipitation, and that may come in the form of rain for southern areas for the morning commute, while it might be a wintry mix or some wet snow in some western and southwestern areas. Now, that likely will be taken over by milder air, and any snow will change to rain for quite a bit of time as we go into the afternoon, except up in elevation in the Monadnock region. And you can see that rain continuing to lift northward, and there could be a little bit of a mix again up in elevation through the White Mountains in the Great North Woods. Later into the afternoon, the rainfall heavy at times, the winds continuing to pick up, and by now we already have gusts over 30 to 35 miles an hour. You can see as the area of low pressure continues to strengthen, it continues to kind of congeal into one large area of precipitation, mainly for the southern half of the state by later in the day. And you can start to see some of that rain switching over and back over to wet snow. And this would be a heavy wet snow for portions of the Monadnock region and on the northern fringes of the precipitation shield in central parts of the state before eventually moving to our south later on Friday evening. All the while, we are expecting winds to continue to gust over 30 to over 40 miles an hour. We have a high wind watch for the coastline and a coastal flood watch as well, as we are expecting several high tide cycles to cause the potential of some moderate flooding as well as some beach erosion right at the coastline. And we're talking the high tides tomorrow morning on your Friday morning around 11:30, and then another one near midnight Friday night, and then another one at around 12:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. So there's a look at the winds continuing to projected to start gusting over 30 miles an hour during the morning commute tomorrow, and then some gusts over 40 miles an hour, and maybe a couple of gusts over 45 to even over 50 miles an hour right near the shoreline. It will remain windy Friday night and into Saturday. Scattered power outages certainly are going to be a possibility with the storm system. And again, with the time of astronomical high tide, we are looking at the potential for some beach erosion as well as some moderate coastal flooding. In the areas that saw the flooding back in January, this is likely going to be another one of those scenarios. And as we switch back over to wet snow, there is the potential there for 4 to 6 inches of accumulation. And areas up in elevation stand a much better chance of picking up 6 or 7 inches of accumulation than the areas in the valleys. It's going to be a widely varying snowfall amount situation for the southwestern fourth of the state as the precipitation makes its way through. Heaviest of which will be during the daylight hours tomorrow through tomorrow evening before lessening. And notice the temperatures beyond the storm, we level off closer to the average starting Sunday.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And let's take a look at the stock market and see how your stock market did today. And here's a look at that stock market for you. Dow closes more than 400 points lower after Trump says steel and aluminum crafts coming soon. Kelly Ripa talks privilege to work with Ryan Seacrest aimed sexual harassment allegations. Let's take a listen to the video from Entertainment Tonight.
Kelly Ripa is standing by Ryan Seacrest.
I feel very, very lucky to work with you each and every day, and you all do.
The talk show host showed her support for her Live with Kelly and Ryan co-host on Tuesday, following allegations of sexual misconduct against him.
I just want you to know that you are a privilege to work with, and I adore you, and I'm speaking on behalf of all of us here. I know what an easy, professional, great person you are.
The radio personality was first accused of misconduct in November by a former wardrobe stylist at E! He denied the allegations at the time, and the network launched an investigation, later saying in a statement that it found no sufficient evidence to substantiate the claims. On Monday, the stylist Susie Hardy went public, detailing the alleged misconduct in an interview with Variety. Seacrest again denied any wrongdoing, telling ET in a statement, quote, "I have no choice but to again deny the claims against me, remind people that I was recused of any wrongdoing, and put the matter to rest."
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today. And here are those celebrity birthdays for today. Happy birthday to all those celebrities. And now let's take a look at your National Day calendar for today. March 1st. Can't believe we're already in March. Wow. February flew by. Now we're in March, and soon it will be springtime. And for your National Day calendar for March 1st, National Minnesota Day. National Daggum That's Good Day. National Fruit Compotu Day. National Horse Protection Day. National Peanut Butter's Lover Day. And National Pig Day. Everyone loves pigs. I love a pig. And those are all your national days for March 1st. And happy March 1st, everyone. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Riley King Talk Show. I hope you all enjoyed this Thursday edition of the Riley King Talk Show. If you want to be a guest on the Riley King Talk Show, just send me a private message. Go to the Riley King Network Facebook page and send me a private message, and we will get you into the studio, or we'll do it somewhere, and we'll have you be a guest on the Riley King Talk Show. Or if you want to guest co-host the show with me, we'll do that as well. And we're going to end off with some music now. We're going to end off with Sabrina Carpenter. Why? I hope you all have a wonderful evening, everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
You like New York City in the daytime, I like New York City in the nighttime. You say you like sleeping with the air off, I don't, I need it on. You like the light coming through the windows, I sleep late so I just keep them all closed. You ignore the music on the radio, I don't, I sing along. I don't ask for you to change,